Everybody good? All right, any questions for Jordy?
I know it's been a small sample size of you seeing Amari, but what do you think it'll take, or how far away do you think he is from making that jump into the great elite level of wide receivers in this league?
Yeah, from what I've seen, obviously he has the ability. His quickness and athleticism, the way he understands the game, hands, everything. He has it all. I think when you get to that elite level, I think more than anything, it's just the consistency aspect of it. And I haven't watched him too much or paid too much, so I don't know. But, I mean, he's still a young guy, but I think when you think of the elites, you think of someone like Fitzgerald and those guys that have done it for year after year after year after year. So I think that's how you get there and you sustain that and you don't have the up and down. So it's being consistent, which I think he's been doing a great job as far as I can tell since I've been here, day in and day out. And that's where it starts, is out here in practice, and then it'll transfer into the game.
Did you have to get into training camp to start feeling that it was different? I mean, you'd only been one place. So this 3 or 4 days, have you felt different, or is it this is your team and you've gone forward?
It honestly hasn't felt really much different since day 1 or day 2 of being with the organization back in April. I think the transition's been extremely smooth, a lot smoother and easier than honestly expected going into it, the unknown. But once we've gotten into football and practice, it's been smooth, and it's football again, just different guys.
In that kind of same vein, you come in, some veterans that come in and say, hey, I don't want to really talk right now or speak up. It sounds like you're taking on a leadership role. But what do you think that you bring? You got the resume that those other receivers in that meeting room don't have.
There's a fine line, because obviously these guys have been together. I think it's still a unique situation because they've been together. I'm new, but also this whole coaching staff's new, and we got a new offense. So to begin with, I think we're all just trying to learn the system, understand it, and understand what the coaches want. I can't come in here and coach it and coach these young guys or anyone up on how to run a route if it's not how they want it done here. I mean, it might be different than what I've done in the past. So it's understanding all of that, and then when I see something and as we progress and I'm starting to understand what the coaches want, the conversations I've had with the coaches or with Derek, and be able to relay that on is something that will continue to grow through camp and through the season.
How similar is this system to what you had in Green Bay? John obviously is worked with Andy Reid. It's kind of the same tree anyway. How similar is John?
Very similar. Some different verbiage, but for the most part, the routes are the routes. Just have to understand what they're calling certain concepts and what that means to them here. So I think I've gotten a good grasp on that and understand it extremely well. I think for the most part I've done a good job of deleting the stuff I brought from Green Bay, so I don't have to. I'm not trying to compare systems of like, okay, well, this is what that was or whatever. It's just when I hear a word, I know what it is for us here, and it allows my thinking to go quicker and allows me to get set and ready to go.
The Raiders have made a concerted effort to bring in veterans this offseason. A lot of their free agent signings were guys 28, 30. In your opinion, what's the benefit of that?
I think experience. The guys have been around. They understand the game. They've been through a lot, so you don't have to worry about them having to deal with the NFL life or dealing with the team or the travel and all that. We've been through a lot of it. We've been through in a lot of situations. We've been in offenses that are similar or experienced, so it's easier to pick up. So I think those are some of the advantages, and obviously the leadership role, I think, is one reason as well. And I think we have some great leaders that were already here, and they brought in some good ones as well. And it's all about meshing that together. I'm not coming in to try to take over the room. Obviously, Amari's had the room for the last few years, and it's just fitting in there and everyone finding that role and being successful at it.
Do you have to treat your body differently now than when you first came into the league?
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt about that. I think that's true for everyone that's going into their 11th season, and it changed a few years ago. When you fully understand that your body's changing, there's just a little bit more work behind the scenes of making sure you're prepared and taking care of it. And but that's just all part of the game. As everyone gets older, you have to do it. Everything changes.
Derek said the other day that during the time when you guys were off, a lot of the skill guys made a point of meeting up with the quarterbacks for like informal workouts to make sure you guys were on the same page when you got here. Were you a part of any of those, and what did you guys get out of it?
I was able to be a part of one. By the time I got my family back out here, we were able to meet up with them one time and throw some routes. But it was just running routes with them, talking some verbiage, nothing over the top, but just still trying to stay fresh with it. I don't know what they accomplished or if they did anything different the other times that I wasn't there, but yeah, it's just, every time you get around one another, if it's about football, not about football, it's another way to grow chemistry. And anytime you see him throw a ball, it's going to help.
How's that process going in terms of working with him, and where
maybe you like a certain ball to run with it. Afterward, timing, chemistry, where are you guys in that?
Just continue to grow with it. It's something that obviously will take time and will never stop. Even after being in Green Bay for 10 years, it's something that we were still working on there. You continue to grow, you continue to learn something new, you continue to fine-tune things because the defense is fine-tuning things. So it'll continue to grow until I'm done playing. So
about a week from now, you guys will be preparing for those joint practices against the Lions. What's your experience with joint practices, and how do you think those can be effective in terms of breaking up?
I've never been a part of one. With the Packers, we never did a joint practice, so it'll all be new to me. What I've seen on TV, they can become interesting, and hopefully it doesn't.
Do you expect clarity on the catch rule this year? It sounds like they're putting thought into it, but who knows, right?
I don't need any more clarity. I understand it. So,
is it possible for someone who's won at the highest level to still want to prove things, and especially the way it went down? I mean, does that motivate you, or does other things motivate you at this point?
Absolutely. We experienced that when we won the Super Bowl in 2010. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're going to take a deep breath and relax," but you don't, because you have that feeling. You know what it's like, and you want it again. Losing is never fun, no matter what level you're at. And I think I guess I'll speak personally. You have the pride factor. I mean, there's nothing that's going to motivate you more than being successful, doing your job, and winning games. I don't care how many yards you catch. If you go 6 and 10 or 4 and 12, it's not any fun. No matter what you're able to accomplish individually, it's all about winning games, and that's what we're going to look forward to do.
Last one,
Your
guys.
teammates with Jared Cook and Green Bay, and you've seen him come through in big situations. You had a situational football moment where he got out of bounds when the team needed him to. What have you seen from Jared then and now, and what's your thoughts of him as a player?
Great player. More of the same. We're kind of disappointed when he left us. I mean, obviously I think he wanted to stay, but it's just how, obviously, as I just found out, how things work sometimes. So, but he was huge for us. He did, like you said, did some great things. He made some huge plays, and you can see him continue to grow. And some of us sit here and wonder why a guy like that's been bounced around the league like he has. So it's great to be back with him, to have that guy out there as well, running down the middle, and and having that mismatch. I mean, if you can have him in the middle and on the outside, he creates that mismatch that I think every offense is looking for now with their tight ends.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jordy.